Days of Our Lives Teresa Donovan back Monday, Tate's mama confronts Amy. Days of Our Lives spoilers Tate gets Doug arrested, Holly fumes over boyfriend exposing crime. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives suckers will see Emily O'Brien as Teresa Donovan back on the cleaner coming week, and despite some disagreeing reports, it looks like she's returning first as Teresa Donovan and also latterly this summer as Gwen Rizek. We're going to dive into why Teresa's back, how long she sticks around, and how she reacts to the huge baby ma drama in her son Tate Black's life. Emily O'Brien's binary part Teresa Donovan's explosive return to Days of Our Lives. So we've known since October that Emily O'Brien was coming back to Days. She popped on stage at Day of Days and pulled off her toupee to reveal her natural hair color, and that was kind of confusing to suckers. The big reveal was she's back as both characters, however, they did that stinky field transition, if you flash back when Emily took over the part of Teresa from gregarious Jen Lilly. You know, when left to get on a flight to Europe to go find the Von Leuskners and try and score a big payday off her infidelity hubby's family. As she boarded one aeroplane with dark hair, we saw Emily in her golden toupee transitioned into recast Teresa stepping off another aeroplane, and that was it. Suckers didn't like it at least not at first. Some still do and I suppose that she did okay in the part. You know, Emily is a talented cleaner warhorse, so that's not surprising. Also in August of last time, Teresa Donovan was doomed to a reduced 6-month captivity judgment that her family Andrew Donovan negotiated for her. She had done fraud and phony with Konstantin Meliunis to steal Xander Kyriakis' heritage. Still, Teresa shifted one Alexander Kyriakis to the other by changing the letter that had been written by Fiona Cook to replace her name with Alex's mama, Angelica Devereaux. Teresa did it not only so her swain Alex Kyriakis would inherit, if you don't recall. It can get worse on Days of Our Lives. To make effects worse, on top of the falsehoods and phony, if you flash back, Teresa abducted baby Victoria on Konstantin's orders, didn't take the baby for long, but still. So there were a lot of felonious charges piled up, and lucky for her, Konstantin is dead thanks to Xander, so he wouldn't be coming back for vengeance. It's been a little further than 6 months since Teresa was packed off to captivity, August of last time, and now she's out. So we'll get a regard of Teresa on Monday's occasion, March 10th, and also it's surely Emily O'Brien as Teresa Donovan in the Day of Days promo, which covered action from late in the time all the way through about June of this time. The other character return for Gwen Rizek isn't set to be until July, so her presence in the Day of Days promo with the golden toupee seems to confirm that we're getting Teresa coming week despite some confusion and some disagreeing reports. Teresa's return family reunions, guilt, and baby mama drama on Days of Our Lives. With Emily O'Brien back as her recast character, not her original character Gwen, what are we going to see Teresa doing? First and foremost, she's going to want to see her family now that she's out of Statesville captivity, and second, she presumably needs to express some guilt for her once deeds that got her put behind bars and visit some of her victims. So let's dig into what to anticipate from Teresa, because effects are going to get real really soon. Number 1, the top thing we need is for Tate Black to get a reunion with his mama. He hasn't seen her in a while, and I do assume there have been out-of-screen captivity visits. I would also assume that Teresa formerly knows that Tate got Sophia Choi pregnant, but she's going to want to meet the girl, and Teresa may also have some effects to say to Amy Choi about her road, blocking the teenager's trouble to find notoriety to borrow the baby. Teresa presumably is lodging for the relinquishment route so that her son Tate can attend council and follow his dreams, which is, you know, that's what Sophia wants for them both as well. So we may see some Amy versus Teresa showdowns. As tense as Amy is and how irked she was with the EJ Mara Gabby Hernandez and Jada Hunter drama, I'm guessing that her meeting Tate medicine addict, you know, fresh out of captivity mama is going to be one further thing that rubs Amy the wrong way, but she seems to have that face like she's always stinking on a bomb. She's playing that part so well. Rejuvenating romance? Teresa's poisonous history with Brady Black on Days. Alright, number 2, the coming thing. Teresa's going to spend time with her partner, Brady Black, however, he was hurt when Teresa married Alex, if you flash back. And Tate indicted his mama of jerking Brady around. She did watch for Brady, but we saw Teresa chasing that big payday with Alex. And Teresa transferred Brady deeper off the cart. That's when he met Fiona. And that led to the DUI mega hit, and a run thing that paralyzed Sarah Horton, so, you know, Brady doesn't have good recollections of Teresa. He knows 100 they're poisonous together. Still, she may try to revitalize Commodity with Brady. She probably wouldn't be happy to find out he's involved with Ava Vitali, and she may try and sandwich herself in there. You know, Teresa could argue that if Brady's willing to date a former mob queen, what's the big deal about her being a recent probationer? Seeking remission, Teresa owes justifications to Alex, Maggie, Sarah, and indeed Xander. Last, in addition to reconnecting with Tate and Brady, we should see Teresa making some justifications to those that she wronged. I suppose she's going to be willing to make some justifications to some of the people she wronged. But perhaps not all of them. So, I can surely see Alex Kiriakis getting a visit from Teresa. I do and suppose she wants him back romantically. But she owes Alex a big, I'm sorry. She allured him into falling for her. She did him dirty. And tried to ruin his relationship with his father, Justin Kiriakis, all veritably problematic. Fortunately, he's got the woman that he wants, Stephanie Johnson, in his arms. But Alex also may be facing an unplanned gestation plot just as Teresa's heading back to Salem. Let's be real, when it comes to Teresa, she also owes justifications to Maggie Horton Kiriakis, to Sarah, and yes, indeed to Xander Cook. Teresa knew the dirty plans Constantine was making. And that he was taking advantage of Maggie. Yet she no way advised her. And Teresa snared little Victoria, which scarified Sarah and Xander. So, you know, indeed if Teresa is still hanging on to that grudge against Xander, that's no reason for running off with their sprat. Come on, it's not like Xander ever locked Teresa in a pen or anything like he did, you know, Nicole Walker. The future of Teresa Tate, Centric Stories, and Brady's Reason on Days of Our Lives. I'm curious how long Teresa is going to stay. And if the focus of her return is what's going on with Tate and this teen gestation. I feel like that's presumably what it's going to be. It'll be veritably Tate-centric. But hopefully, Brady will just stay well clear of her. Because after dealing with Kristen DiMera and her compulsive crazy crush on him, the last thing he needs is a cure of Teresa's crazy. He should stick with Ava. Which is kind of funny and kind of stunning that she's the right woman around him. But get ready, Emily O'Brien is back on Monday as Teresa Donovan. Days of Our Lives spoilers: Tate gets Doug arrested, Holly fumes over boyfriend exposing crime. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that Tate Black may eventually be the reason Doug Williams III gets arrested. Will Holly Jonas end up fuming after her swain exposes Doug's crime? In Days March 3rd occasion, Tate got updates on Doug being a choker pincher, but he doesn't know the details yet. Still, it surely wouldn't be too hard for Tate to connect the blotches, especially if he has a discussion with Julie Williams. Tate doesn't trust Doug, nor does he authorize of Doug dragging Holly into trouble. Throw in Tate's egregious covetousness and you've got a form for disaster, at least on Doug's end. At some point, Days spoilers suggest Tate may put some mystification pieces together and figure out Julie's choker is the one Doug stole. Despite Holly's attempt to silence Tate, he may expose Doug's rearmost felonious exertion and try to get him thrown in jail. Still, Holly may hold Tate responsible if Tate snitchers and it leads to Julie feeling betrayed enough to have Doug arrested. This could beget a huge fight between Tate and Holly, perhaps indeed one that'll lead to their bifurcation. Of course, Julie might back down and drop the charges in the end. Days of Our Lives suckers know Julie has grown relatively fond of Doug, so she may eventually decide to give him another chance. That's particularly true since Holly can enfeeble for Doug and explain the whole story. Holly may give Julie the news about the goons who went after Doug and the fact that he's been so torn up outside over the secret. Holly wouldn't suppose Julie should just throw out the bond she's formed with Doug despite his miscalculations. Doug has a kind heart as far as Holly's concerned, so she'll want Julie to see that. Unfortunately, Tate doesn't view Doug the same way, so he's sure to face some counter-reaction if he's the reason Doug's secret blows up. Doug lands in hot water with Julie and gets hauled off in bind. Holly may contend it's all Tate's fault. Grounded on our day's prognostications, Tate's forthcoming treason may play a part in his split from Holly, so stay tuned for any bifurcation drama that's brewing. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.